simplified, especially when she
All right, Leon Small.
client is the night, the way they do it.
Good morning.
Small is in federal custody. I'm checking with the state to make sure we have our discovery acknowledgements.
You can hear the frustration. The court is juggling federal custody schedules and state deadlines, and it's moving, as the judge says, nowhere fast.
Okay, and then do you have an idea of when they have settings over there?
I asked Mr. Kalfas this morning, and his setting is going nowhere fast.
Yeah, but what date is it going nowhere fast?
We'll ask him to respond if he has a specific date, Judge, but he didn't give me one. Let me ask him while the state is staying, we sign up on our discovery. Same thing.
You're welcome. Claudia Aaron. Hello. Hi. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
So is everything going okay?
Yes.
Everything going okay?
Yes, Judge, as a matter of fact,
This is a rare bright spot in a courtroom. The defendant not only earned her high school diploma, but is pushing through rehab programs. Judges love this kind of progress. It shows real change.
checked in with her case manager, Ms. Tunisian. She said she's doing really well. My client also advised me that she got her high school diploma.
Congratulations.
Yeah, moving definitely in the right direction, Your Honor. Very proud of her progress. She said to graduate in December. The only thing left she has is MRT, about 4 classes left, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, I will come to your graduation.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
be there too.
I know it's going to be great. So we're not going to say you're intending to. We're going to say she's going to graduate in December.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right. So then what we'll do is we'll recall this. Norma, can we recall this for November? Yes. But not interfere with the week of Thanksgiving, please.
That would work for me.
All right, so we're going to come back November 17th, and I know on November 17th, you're going to tell me, Dutch, you said you'd come to my graduation, so it's happening. So we'll have you come back on November 17th just to make sure that you're on track, and I know you will be. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
All right, continue with the good work, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Elena Mareno,
Correct, Judge.
she's not here?
She's the She's right there.
Oh,
That's right there.
Pay attention here. We've got 16 counts, missing bank records, and restitution numbers all over the place. Translation? The defense can't even begin negotiations until the paperwork is complete.
no. I understand that the traffic was off this morning. Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right, hello. Good morning. So what is happening with this case?
If I may get in a little bit closer, because the number of the complaining witnesses in this case, it's a 16 count. Is that there are some bank statements that are missing. Some of her personal and commercial bank records have been subpoenaed. State has informed me that they are still getting those together to give to me so I can review. Also, they haven't, we're still waiting for absolute restitution amounts because right now there's conflicting information in there. So before we can negotiate and present some mitigating evidence to the state, before we can start working towards maybe a possible plea bargain, we need to get the exact.
So when is that going to take place?
Your Honor, I've already emailed the detective on Tuesday and then again yesterday. I'm only missing for April and then 3 amounts. So I think at least a week or so we
Okay.
can probably get it.
Yeah, because it's so hard for me. You got is everybody whispering today, or is my allergy ear acting
Well,
up?
Judge, you know me, normally I have a super booming voice
Yeah.
for this reason.
Okay.
Just keep it quiet.
So I'm sorry. When do you say you have all discovery?
I think within the next week or so.
Next.
And here's the big warning shot. If there's no plea deal, the next step is a jury trial. Question for you. Would you risk facing 12 jurors or try to cut a deal first?
Week or so?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Set this for the 3rd week in September. That will be your final discovery, and state at that time you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what date? All right, so this is what's going to happen on September 18th. On September 18th, I'm going to expect an acknowledgement of discovery that you've received all the discovery. And then state on that date, you'll need to tender an offer. And then there's going to be a quick turnaround for a plea deadline date. If an agreement has not been reached, what will end up happening next is you'll have a jury trial. Do you understand? All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Alfonso Rodriguez. Okay, my understanding there was to be a plea in the misdemeanor court. Has that taken place?
No, she didn't have a misdemeanor.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's the wrong case that got
It's okay.
pulled up.
Yes.
It's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no, it's my fault. I transposed a couple of numbers on the case.
We'll take a misdemeanor, but.
You take a
Yeah,
misdemeanor, right?
Yeah. No, on this case, Your Honor, we've talked to the prosecutor. I didn't know this about the pretrial diversion programs, so they're reviewing to see if he's a candidate.
All right. State
Yes, Judge.
on Rodriguez. I know you all are reviewing to see if he's a candidate for PTD. Okay, but has an offer been tendered?
No,
All right.
no
so-
offer. I can review it right now, Judge, and give an
Yeah.
offer.
So if you'll tender an offer,
Yes, Judge.
and then I'm going to do a plea deadline date.
Okay.
Ms. Ferguson, on this case, if I can have a plea deadline date in 30 days, please. All right, so September 25th, either there's going to be an agreement for PTD or not, or either there is going to be some sort of an agreement reached, or the next date is going to be a jury trial date.
You have another day that week, Your Honor. I'm in Bell County.
All right, Norman, he says he's in Bell County on that day. Do you have another date that week?
The 26th would be great.
All right, September 26th.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, Lamar Simmons.
Judge.
Hi, on this case, an offer was to be tendered. Have you received an offer?
Duffy had made an offer. However, I came in to confer with Duffy on dockets. And Duffy was going to consider, and I know that Duffy's gone.
Mhm.
I talked with Lauren. Lauren stepped out. But Lauren's going to reach out to the complaining witness. Lauren is going to see if she will make a revised offer. I proposed a counter offer.
Mhm.
And Lauren needs about 2 weeks to contact the CWC if they're okay with a proposed offer.
All right, Norma, on this case, final plea deadline date, 3 weeks, please.
September 18th.
Yes. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. Juan Alberto Martinez. All right, hi. So on this case, do you have all of the discovery?
Judge, I got handed a hard drive last week that had 431 PDF files, 98 videos, and
This is such a key teaching moment. The judge tells the defendant, if your lawyer doesn't have time to review all this evidence, you're basically walking blind into battle. And trust me, that never ends well.
94 images.
Mhm.
That was the requested discovery that had asked for back on July the 8th.
Yes.
Okay, so I have not yet had a chance to review all those videos.
And I appreciate the fact that you said, I will turn over a hard drive later in the day back in July, and you did it. Sometimes people will say, I have the hard drive now. So I appreciate that. So how much time are you asking for to review that
Judge, 30.
thing? Do you want your attorney to go without having reviewed anything? What he has to review is a lot for him to review. If you want your attorney to go to court blind and be surprised by whatever the state presents, we can do that. But you're not his only client. So the fact that he has all of that to review, he needs to review it to be effective for you. You may continue.
Judge, I filed 17 motions this week on this case. One is a motion to suppress.
Mhm.
The other is a motion to reduce bond. And at the court's schedule, I'd like to schedule that as early as possible.
All right. So state,
Yes, Judge.
with regards to the motion for the bond reduction, have you had a chance to review that, and would you be ready to proceed on that?
Not seen that, but if I look at it, Judge, I can be prepared for it.
All right, so we may be able to take up the motion for the bond reduction today. The motion to suppress I know the state is not going to be ready for that because I'm assuming there will be witnesses needed.
Oh,
unless-
absolutely, Judge. The judge will need, I'm sorry, the state's going to need at least a week, I think, to get ready for the
All right,
motion to suppress.
because I'm assuming it's not just a search warrant where I can read it and say yay or nay. So we're going to come back on September 29th. Is that good for you?
That's good, Judge.
All right. And then state on September 29th, if you haven't done so, you'll need to be able to tender offer on that day. And an acknowledgement of discovery will be need to sign on that day. All right. So if y'all have a seat and if you'll confer with them on the bond, the court will hear the bond matter.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. But so let me just tell you, a lot of times your client, when you're a defense attorney, sometimes they want to be your only client, but they can't be your only client unless they're paying, you know, $300,000. Then you can just have one client because that can take care of your bills, right? Like that can take care of your mortgage. That can probably take care of your malpractice insurance, your bar dues, your day-to-day living expenses. Oh, they will represent themselves. You will find that a lot of people feel as though they can be an attorney because they think all we do is talk, but there's a lot of knowledge behind the talking. So, but it happens. All right, George Abaye. Good morning. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, so where are we on discovery?
So I believe we have our discovery for the 2023 case, Your Honor. We have conferred with the state. They've made a new offer to us. I need to confer with Mr. Abaye. He needs to consider that, and he needs to seek counsel from an immigration attorney to make that determination. So we just ask for another opportunity to visit on that.
All right, I need an acknowledgement of discovery signed. And Ms. Ferguson, on this case, your final plea deadline date is going to be in 30 days. That should be ample time for...
Here's a huge immigration twist. For non-citizens, pleading guilty isn't just about jail. It can mean deportation. That's why judges press so hard to make sure they truly understand the stakes.
The immigration attorney to give him advice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's going to be your final plea deadline date. Just have a seat. Your attorney will bring that form to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So when people are not U.S. citizens, they have to voluntarily and intelligently waive their rights to jury trial. They must know the consequences of that, right? Sometimes the consequences is, oh yeah, I know that this is an assault case, so I'm gonna have an affirmative finding of family violence. Sometimes the consequences are, hey, this is a deportable offense, and if I plead to this, I'm gonna be deported. So you can see how if somebody doesn't know that and they enter a plea and then they're like, whoa, nobody told me I could be deported. I would have went to trial, you know? So that's why that happens. Yes.
Yeah, your trial set 9/29, Your Honor.
9/29.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much.
And if you want to send the docket sheet to yourself, just text it to you and pop
Oh,
up.
thank you.
Yes,
Oh, no, this is good. Just having that. Thank you so much. And have you met our intern?
Yeah, just.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Thank you so much.
They were like lawyers.
Oh, yeah, he's a great attorney. I'm not supposed to say that though, so. That's the change.
I mean,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah. So, you know, it's.
America's best lawyer. That's amazing.
All right, Norma, on Small, he's in his schedule for federal trial on September 29th. So probably we'll set this sometime in late October and just see where we are. Okay, October 27th. All right. All right, Lunsford. Morning. Good morning. Thank you for dressing purpley for court. So let me see. All right, so discovery, was that completed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and today is the plea deadline date. So is this going to be a jury trial or have you all reached an agreement?
We have reached an agreement, Judge. There's one caveat that I should explain to the court.
Yes.
We're in agreement with all the terms. It's been a written plea agreement. We've gone over it with Mr. Lunsford. We do have an agreement. One of the things that the state wants to accomplish prior to the plea is restitution up front. The state, and I don't want to speak for them, but my understanding is they need a little time not only to identify the specific recipients of the restitution by name, addresses, who the check should be made out to, and the amount. It's a substantial amount of money, and we are able to pay that before sentencing. So I would suggest perhaps 30 days to get those numbers done so that we can present the agreement to the court.
Let me make a suggestion. I would suggest that you all do the plea today, and I will set it in 30 days for sentencing. And then if for some reason and it will be set for a restitution hearing before the sentencing. And then if there's an objection to the restitution, or if there's an issue with the restitution, we can handle it then.
I have no, part of the bargain is that it would be paid up front. So as long as before sentence is imposed,
yes,
then that'd be acceptable to the state.
All right.
Yes.
So then that way, once I'll take the plea today, the sentencing would not occur today. And I'm assuming there's no need for a PSI or TAP evaluation, or is there a need for that?
I think there is, Judge, because some of the terms and conditions, there are going to be things left up to the court's discretion. And
all right. Well, what I can tell you is, sorry to interrupt, but what I can tell you is just to cut through things, a PSI is going to take 8 to 12 weeks. So we can enter the plea today, and then it'll be 8 to 12 weeks. That'll give everybody plenty of chances to get the restitution amount, and you all can confer off docket. Is that good for everyone?
That's fine with the state.
Yes.
All right. So if you guys will get the plea paperwork ready, I'll take the plea, and then we'll set it for a sentencing. What date would that be on, Ms. Ferguson? Well, no, it's going to be a PSI and TAP evaluation, because that will give you more time with a PSI and TAP.
Yes.
So it'll be October 20th. And what I can tell you is PSI and TAP, those are two completely different things. So they're going to be two completely different dates for you to see probation. So make sure you meet all of those dates.
Yes, ma'am.
So October 20th, is that good for everyone?
Judge, I have a federal trial that day, but I don't think it's going to go. If we're a couple of weeks out, that looks hard, then I'll talk.
Okay. All right. So we'll set it for October 20th, and I'll wait for you all to do the plea paperwork. Once you've completed that, just let them know and we'll take it out.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. All right. Francisco Yanez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right. So where are we on the PTD?
Judge, we have filled out the application. I'm turning it in this morning.
Okay.
Talked to Mr. Garahan, and that's where we're at. I don't have a memory whether we were supposed to do this before or not.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But we've got it done. We're going to turn it in this morning.